Now, one other thing is I will say for the people who want to keep it, who probably aren't here in big numbers or anybody, but they often argue that the caucuses, the precinct conventions, have a party building element to it, that they provide the party with grassroots volunteers who can then later work on local elections and statewide elections as block walkers and everything. But my contention is they're saying that on election night we collected 600, well, they don't really know how many people came, but who knows? It's somewhere between 750 and 1 million, more like, I think, around 800. Of those 800, they claim to have collected like 250,000 new telephone numbers, maybe 300,000 new email addresses. But I believe that those people's contact information, that's what they're saying. They're building the party with these new activists, these new contact information that over the next 6 months they can call them up, email them, get them to donate to the party and to help out. But I think the two campaigns this year already contacted those people. That's why the 2 weeks before the election we were getting emails and phone calls and mailers. So I think of those 800,000 people who came back to the caucus, what's the percentage that Obama and Clinton had already identified? And I think it's a very high percentage that they had been emailing and collecting their data for. There may be some people who heard about it through the media who hadn't been contacted, but I think that's negligible compared to the costs that we as a society bear when people who are too old to go vote are not able to.
May I ask you a question? Good. May I ask you a question? Oh, yeah.
Just take a note later. Just take a notes and then you can ask it.
Kitchen later. Okay.
Anybody else? Okay, go ahead.
My name is Catherine Hennessy. I hold a BA degree in political science from Stanford University and a PhD in systems from Lancaster University in the UK. I'm a retired professor of information systems, and I'm also a retired CEO of a company in Richardson, Texas. I was also am the mother of a young man who risked his life as a UN election observer in 1993 in the Cambodian election. I don't know if you ever heard about that, but that was so dangerous, and both he and his wife went out and did that. And he's just returning this week from Rwanda, where he's setting up and training a group of people to go on bicycles between the different villages to help organize and help facilitate the elections in Rwanda. So I'm not just an activist myself. I'm very proud of my son, who's also has worked very, very hard. He also worked in Lubbock, Texas, when he was a Texas Tech student to register, first time register voters in Lubbock. The entire east side of Lubbock, Texas was all black, and almost nobody there was registered. And he went all the way through every neighborhood and got everyone registered. And that was the '84 election that we all remember. Okay, I was the Clinton precinct captain in District 10 in Tarrant County for the 2008 primary election.
Do you give permission to allow it to be taped?
Oh yes, I do give permission to be taped for this public distribution of my comments. I was also alternate election judge for the precinct for the election. I attended all the Tarrant County election training sessions, including most specifically for Democratic Party workers. I also attended a local training session for the precinct for the 2008 primary election. That was just, I think it was 8 precincts just in our area. We all got together and held a training session because we knew what was coming. The precinct chairman, our precinct chairman was also the election judge. Because a large number of ballots, she was unable to convene the caucus. And once the primary polls had closed, the voting equipment had been locked down, I took the official voters list and went to convene the precinct convention. And another poll worker, Mr. Fletcher, who had not attended any training sessions, but he nevertheless attempted to convene the convention. Just gave me the convention documents and left. And so I had a table all set up already, and I had all of the sign-in sheets, and I waited until everything was locked down before I brought the voters list. And I said, okay, now everybody come and register, and I'll register you, and I'll check, make sure you're a valid voter. And by then, the Obama group had already organized themselves under the leadership of the Obama precinct captain, and they refused to come and be verified. And the Obama precinct captain said, I will verify them. And she went around the Obama group and verified them for their driver's license and their voters' cards only. And some of them had a little seal saying they had voted. But we watched as they were passing that voter seal around among each other. We also watched as the people from the Obama group were on the telephone taking down names and addresses and driver's license numbers so that they could be signed in for Obama. And you could easily see that on sign-in sheets because the handwriting was the same. You'd have 2 or 3 people all with the same handwriting. I convened a precinct convention, but there were also the Hillary supporters were told by the precinct, the Obama precinct captain, and some of the other members of the Obama group to leave, that they should go to the other side of the room. And this is, there had been no permanent chair elected, there had been nothing done. I went with the group that had been excluded. I had all the documents and was ready to do it properly. I convened a precinct caucus, attended, but there were only Clinton supporters there, because all the Obama supporters refused to submit to the ordinary election process. I appointed a temporary secretary who checked voter qualifications and the sign-in sheets that we had possession of. But the sign-in sheets that I had left on the table, ready to sign everybody in, the Obama precinct captain came and took those forms and distributed them among only the Obama voters. I had to get some more forms to use for the Clinton supporters. We followed the rules. We went step by step. We elected a permanent chair and a secretary, and then in an effort to be fair to a lot of the Obama voters who were there, I think, really trying to